Welcome to the birthplace of college football, the campus of Rutgers University in Piscataway, New Jersey, where the game will be a little more technical, but no less intense than that showdown with Princeton in 1869. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Rutgers offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And the Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. How about this? They go empty 5 wide on 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. With the catch, it's Black. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they're thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on 4th. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Bringing the heat. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Trying to surge it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They're thinking touchdown here. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Yellow Jackets offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
He'll put the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Makes his connection. At the 35, he's loose. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Inside the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out.
14, Georgia Tech, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on 2nd down from the 15. He's looking to throw. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And this defense has taken up residence in the backfield, and the crowd loves it. 3rd and long.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking deep down the right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rutgers. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. They'll try the run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. To the air on 1st down. He lofts one down the sideline. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The give to the left side. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. From midfield, looking for room. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Lofts one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And back to the air on 2nd down. He's going to take off. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on 1st down. fires toward the end zone. And he makes the catch, but just a hair out of the back of the end zone. It'll be incomplete.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
And the Scarlet Knights will boot it away to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The back goes in motion. The play action fake. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the quarterback is snowed under. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. And he hauls it in inside the 30. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. From the gun. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Touchdown, Rutgers! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Miami is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Canes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Getting some heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free fumble. It'll be third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires on the run. And he intercepts it. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Got it in the middle, it's Black. Really nice job to get him past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
I don't hate the play call there on 3rd and short either, because you try to catch them off guard. 3rd and short on your own side of the 50. It's not there. Throw it away. Now, if you want to go for it now and run it, now's the time to do it on 4th down.
Here we go with the run on 4th down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. After the misfire now on 2nd down. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. He's got it again. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Running for it on 4th down. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. He's got it on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This drive started about the time Walter Camp invented football, but the defense can finally get a stop on 3rd and long. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
42, Georgia Tech, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down.
He's loose. The 30. The 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. And the ball is intercepted. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Black. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. On second down, he's looking downfield. Dances away to buy time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before fires one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Trying to get to him. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Quarterback on the keeper. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral.
Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And the route is on. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Using the quick game. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what...
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
It's first down from the 11. He's looking to throw it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble?
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
They're like the kid at the playground that just does not want to share their ball with anybody else and play in the sandbox. They've got a crazy lead, and still, head coach decides.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next